Hello, friends. Welcome back to Have a Good Day, or Else. It's currently June 17th because it's 3 in the morning. It's 3 a.m. Yes, my sleep schedule is really messy. If you are a usual visual listener, visual watcher? I don't know what I usually say. Hi, I don't usually wear my glasses, but I've got to because I've run out of contact lenses because they're really bloody expensive and they're making it very difficult for me to get new ones. And I do not like being seen in my glasses, so you're welcome. Anyway, hi friends. I kind of think maybe that I'm having some sort of like pre-mini minor manic episode because I've just been really unusually happy recently. It's a bit sus. Like, I'm just not used to it. I'm a bit like, it's a little bit too good to be true, huh? Also, the difference between last podcast energy and this one, tell me you can tell, right? Things do get better. I'm happier. How freaking cool is that? But also, like, what if I just get really excited and I say loads of, like, really mad things on this pod and then I, like, upload it and then when I'm more average thinking... Does that make any sense? I'll like regret it. You know what? I don't even care because I've got so much to tell you guys. I really want to tell you all these fun stories and things I've been up to. All right, everyone, let's get cozy. Come on, let's yap. I've done it again. I've wrote loads and loads of things on my notes app to talk to you about. Did you guys know that I regularly, like every single day, I'll randomly think about something that I want to tell you and I'll write it down in my notes app. Like, it's just filled with all that kind of stuff. Most of the time it's just like a random story of something that's happened to me and I'm like, oh my god, I gotta tell the guys. Or it'll just be like something funny that I want to discuss with you. I don't know, or something serious. We all know I like to get real serious. I don't even know if that's true. I don't know why I just said that. Okay, so remember like last time I told you I had so much to tell you? I was mainly wanting to tell you about the girls' Tenerife trip that I went on because it was really freaking funny and cool. Is it alright if I just talk about that? Because at one point I actually felt like I was at a Magic Mike show. I wasn't, but it felt like it. I went to Tenerife with Mill and Edie, and Millie's from Tenerife, which is the coolest thing ever. So we were like, cool, let's go there, see her like place where she grew up and stuff. Oh, and I actually need to tell you this now. The one thing that I need to tell you about Tenerife is that there's a place that you can get the best wontons in the entire world. Okay, that might be an exaggeration because I haven't been to the entire world and tried all the wontons, but in my life, best wontons, which like you wouldn't expect, right? And guys, I know what you're thinking. Tenerife is like lads holiday, like woo party or like whatever, or like hen do or something. But it's actually really chill if you go to the right places. I mean, I'm not going to lie to you. We did go down to the strip. We had a really fun time. I did get a little bit too silly, but it ended up being quite funny. Wait, these bullet points I have on my notes are so funny. It literally says Tenerife, wontons, tan, insane, read books, girl time, the strip. It's because I just do bullet points and hope that my brain will remember the story and tell you guys. Also, I think when we were there, the UV was like 7 or 8. Maybe I'm exaggerating, maybe it was 6. I don't know, we went in May and it was really, really fantastic weather. It kind of is always though. Like I went in November once and it was stunning. That's the place to go, guys. Pop over to Tenerife, lie on the beach for a little bit. And it was so cool because we got to meet Millie's granddad and he's a real cool guy. Like we were chilling with him while he drank like a pint and stuff and it was just cool to yap to him about stuff. And I got the craziest tan. Also, I went to Tenerife in May. It's like mid-June. I still have my tan lines. I like really, really, really hold on to my tan. Like, I don't know if it's like in my genes or whatever. I mean, I know what it is. Like, I'm literally Filipino and I tan like crazy. Like, I sometimes need about... God, I'm saying like a lot. That I really need to change that because that's getting a bit silly for me. Okay. I can sometimes tan in 30 minutes, 45 minutes. I will hang out in the sun and I'll have a tan line within 30 minutes. It's amazing. And we used this tanning gel and I only used it on the last day because I really dislike using all that kind of stuff like the oil and stuff. I don't enjoy being all oily. It just really bothers me. So I wait till the last day to do it and the tan was ridiculous. When I was naked, Sorry, am I allowed to say this? When I was naked, it looked like I was wearing a white bikini. Like, actually, I honestly feel like you could play a drinking game. I just said it there. With how much I say like in my vocab, that makes me feel sick. I really need to change that. And I know that I won't stop in this pod. I promise I will attempt to start tomorrow. But for now, just ignore it because I know it's a bit gross coming out my mouth. So funny though, because I don't notice it with other people talking. It's just me. We spent a lot of time by the pool, just chilling, yapping, or not even yapping. I read an entire book by the pool. How good's that? And then because I finished my book, I didn't know what to do because I didn't have internet while out in Tenerife and I couldn't connect to the Wi-Fi in our room. Like, it didn't reach the pool. So I was just staring into space, which I think makes it really difficult to tan. I don't want to lay there doing nothing. It drives me crazy. So I picked up Edie's book. I said, look, while you're currently not holding it, I'm going to read this. And I got like halfway through and the book was kind of just bothering me. I don't want to be rude. Look, it was pissing me off because the characters just were not it. Like, why are you being so annoying? I mean, I get it. It was about a guy going through a breakup. It was that Dolly Addleton book. Is that how you say her name? I don't know. You know those books that everyone's obsessed with where it's like everything I know about love? Because everybody was obsessed with them, I was kind of like, oh, okay, so like I should get on this, right? And so I did. Not intentionally. The book was just sat there. I had nothing to do. And to be fair, I couldn't put it down because I wanted to know what was going to happen because the guy was going through a breakup and it was pissing me off. I just wanted to see him like thrive a bit more. He was feeling really sorry for himself and doing really strange things. It was called Good Material. I don't know if anyone's read it. I never finished that book. So when I came back to London, I kept wondering what happened to the guy in the book. So I went down to my local bookstore and I actually did buy it. And guess what? Haven't picked it up and read it. Bloody classic. I'm so good at reading on vacation, but not here. It's really annoying. Okay, so one night we did actually attempt to go down to the Strip in Tenerife because we thought that's hilarious. We should totally do that, right? We booked a dinner at this like cutesy Italian restaurant. And it was so funny because there were so many people there doing like their Hindus and stuff. And there was a guy performing there and he was going round to like all the tables, like going up to the girls and like singing in their faces and like waving at them and kissing them on the cheek, that kind of thing, you know? And he was just really loud. Like, I was trying to eat my dinner and he was just crazy singing, performing. I mean, I did clap and cheer every time he finished, you know, I didn't want to be rude. Anyway, we finished there, had some Prosecco. I think it was Prosecco, maybe. Wait, what's the difference between Prosecco and champagne? I actually don't need to know that right now. I don't think I need to know that in my life. I only go to, you know, when you go to an event and they just hand it to you as like the opening, the welcoming drink, and then I just drink it. But that, like, Prosecco and champagne makes me really gassy. I don't enjoy my evening because I just need to toot the whole time or burp. You'll just find me in the corner or like in the garden or something, just tooting. Toot means fart, by the way. I just don't like the word fart. Anyway, we went to a bar across the road afterwards and the drinks were really cheap in Tenerife. It was really cool. So we had a few drinks there and next thing you know, there's a fight breaking out and a guy is being kicked out or something and we turn around to watch and he's got like blood all down his face. And we were like, ooh, it's Tenerife time. So then the next place we went to this club. It was like an outdoor club kind of thing. And it was like just opposite the Strip. Like you could see the Strip down there, but we stopped on this corner and went to this bar first. And when we got there, we were showing like ID. I genuinely pulled out my ID, showed the guy. He looked at it. He went, okay, sure, I'll go in. I walk in. A hand pulls me up onto this like little stage thing, sits me down on a chair. I have no idea what's going on. There's like a TV show being filmed in this place. There's big, like a whole production team. They've got, you know, those big cameras. They've got people with like mics on and like walkie-talkies. someone walking around with an iPad for a form for you to sign to be in this TV show. Turns out it's a new TV show called Hot Shots that's for ITV. I couldn't find that much about it, but I did see like a Instagram page for it about it coming out or something. I didn't fully understand the premise. I don't think they were allowed to talk about it that much, but am I allowed to talk about it? Why am I asking? So I get pulled up on stage by a guy who's topless, by the way, and I don't realise what's about to happen. And then this guy makes me stand up, and he freaking picks me up by the waist, and makes me jump, and I'm straddling him all of a sudden, and he does the Magic Mike move where he leans over and he pretends to thrust into me kind of thing. Do you know what I'm talking about? If you don't know what I'm talking about, go to my TikTok, because I did upload a TikTok about it. I thought it was hilarious. It's the one with the Jet 2 music where it's Jet 2 holidays or whatever the woman says. So this guy's giving me a lap dance kind of thing. He puts me down, he puts me back on the chair, and he pulls his pants down a bit and I can see his butt. He's thrusting and what's the word? Oh, grinding. He's grinding on me, and it really was just a Magic Mike moment. And you can see me, I'm being filmed the whole time. And I lean to the side and I'm mouthing to the girls, who are cracking up, by the way. They're literally just staring at me from the crowd, laughing their asses off, watching and letting this happen. And I lean over the side and I'm trying to mouth to them saying, it's not for me. This isn't for me. Anyway, I don't even fully understand what happened there, because I just remember afterwards, the production people coming up to me and saying, can you sign this form to be in the show or something? So I decided to just sign it. I thought it was funny. And, because I did that, then we just got to have loads of, unlimited free drinks all night. They just kept bringing us shots and random drinks, and it was quite funny. So yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I did get wasted. And I don't know who this girl/lady was, but she came over when the guy with the iPad came over with the form, and some of them had a walkie-talkie, or I don't know, they were just production team people, and one of them was oh, get her to sign the form, I've been watching her YouTube for years, or something like that. And I thought, what is going on right now? But hilarious. So if anyone sees a cameo of me in this new ITV show, hit me up, because I want to see it. I think that's quite funny. And look, I'm not gonna lie, that was not the only stage that I got onto that night. Later on, we went to this other bar in Tenerife called the Dubliner. So it's a giant pub, and then downstairs there's live music and I don't know, someone singing covers, and it's basically a club. So I got a Guinness there, and we listened to some insane crazy music, and I watched a guy trying to join us. He was standing next to us, and we could see his pants. He was wearing grey or blue pants where you could really tell he had pissed himself. I was so confused. I was like, what are you still doing out? Go home. Just so strange. I was like, where are your friends? Imagine I had just pissed myself and the girls just left me to be in the club by myself, trying to join strangers. Because this bar club place was so large, we were sitting right at the end in this one corner, and you had to go all the way around this huge bar to go to the other side to go to the bathroom. And I needed to pee so badly, so I ran there. I was like, oh, I don't want to miss out on anything. What if a good song comes on? I was just off my rocker. So I ran to the bathroom, peed, washed my hands, pulled up my skirt, shorts, I don't know what I was wearing. I was wearing shorts. And then I wanted to run back so quickly. I ran as fast as I could. I freaking come out the bathroom onto the little dance floor section, and I slip, fully slip, land on all fours, not the kind of trip where when you catch yourself and you don't actually go down. I landed splat. It was totally not cute. I was so embarrassed. This group next to me ran over and tried to help me up, and I pushed them off me. I was like, I'm fine, and ran off into the crowd. I was just so embarrassed. But it's been quite a while since I've actually slipped and fallen, landed on the floor. Does that make sense? I just don't regularly do that anymore. I think I'm getting less clumsy. Oh, I don't want to jinx that. And yeah, just before we left that place, I did somehow end up on the stage for a minute. Also, it's so funny because the next day, I obviously did not remember this part of the night. Somebody said to me, they were like, oh, do you remember we played Never Have I Ever and you said the weirdest thing? And I just looked at them and I was like, what are you talking about? Because we didn't play Never Have I Ever. They were like, yes, we did. I was like, did we? And they're like, yeah, and you said the craziest thing. I said, God, what? And they went on to say that I just randomly went, oh, never have I ever been doing like the hanky-panky with someone and I've lost the condom inside of me because it snapped halfway and then I couldn't find the other end of it. So I sent my boyfriend at the time in with his fingers to like go and search for the other end of the condom. Why am I telling that story and never have I ever? Like, bro, just say never have I ever been kicked out of the club. Never have I ever thrown up in an Uber. What am I on about? Why did I need to do that? Why am I voluntarily giving that information out? I have also now just voluntarily given that information out to the internet. It's just one of those days, guys. It's just one of those days. Oh, and I found a video the next morning as well in my camera roll of where I get home to the hotel. I'm sitting in like my pajamas and it's me and Mill sat eating leftovers because we're so like drunk hungry. So we're sat eating and for some reason we have the craziest giggles. You know when you just have a giggle fit and you cannot stop for the life of you? And I'm trying to shovel all this food into my mouth while laughing my head off. Of course, the inevitable happens and I bloody choke. I start choking and I don't think Millie realises it. This is all on film, by the way, but I can't show you because we are actually gremlins in it. I'm sat next to her and she's looking at me and I start choking and I spit out all the food in my mouth and she's like, I think she thinks I'm throwing up and she's like, go to the bathroom, and I can't. I like stumble out of the chair and I lean over behind me where the sink is and I just start like spitting the food out and choking and like trying so hard to like get it out of my throat. My eyes are streaming and stuff and Millie's just sat there fucking cracking up. Sorry, I don't mean to swear. Like actually cracking up. Like she's laughing so freaking hard. I don't think she realised what was actually happening to me. So it's quite hilarious to watch. But that could have been my death on camera. I did survive. I am sat here right now talking to you, so yeah, that was probably pretty obvious. But it is just like the most insane footage. And you can see my hand gripping the counter with my head in the sink, like I'm like holding on for dear life. Oh, and another thing, I rediscovered Scouting for Girls on the Tenerife trip, because that's quite fun. You know when you rediscover an old band you used to listen to or something. Because where are they now? Their songs are really fantastic. I would really like to maybe even go to one of their gigs. Concerts? Gigs? What's the difference? So it's so stupid because I was thinking recently, I actually seriously need brain camp. I think this whole brain rot situation is so real. There are so many things that I'm forgetting daily. The amount of times I was on FaceTime to Anna earlier and I had to say so many times, what is the word for this meaning? I actually Googled something because I couldn't figure out what it meant. Like, as in I couldn't figure out what word I was thinking of and it was such a simple word. Oh, and earlier I couldn't even remember the word spread. What's going on with me? And I was trying to tell Anna the other day, I was like, I'm going to this place. What's it called? Like the eye salon. Guys, the eye salon. Do you know what I'm talking about? I was trying to say, Anna fully turns to me and she goes, babe, I think it's called the opticians. What the hell am I on about? I need to go for my appointment at the eye salon. I needed an eye test. Opticians. But you know what? I think I'd like to do some form of brain camp, even if it's just like solving riddles. We did a lot of riddles the other day though, because wait, I'm gonna get to that. I gotta tell you how my past couple of weeks have been, guys. I've got some fun stories. Maybe they're not fun, but I'm gonna tell you all the cool things I've been up to because they are pretty cool. Well, in my opinion, you might not think they're cool. I would blush if you did think they were cool though. I'm quite concerned that I'm yelling. I fear the mic is too close to my mouth and I'm really, really excited, so I'm just yelling everything at you. So I'm sorry if you have to lower the volume. Maybe I could do that in editing. I'm not sure if I know how to. No, I definitely do. You know what? You guys turn it down on your headphones. It's not my problem right now. Help a girl out. So, guys, I got to see Robbie Williams last weekend. Oh, wait. When you say last weekend? Because, like, today's Monday. Well, technically Tuesday because it's 3 a.m. But do I say last weekend? No. I don't know. Not the yesterday weekend. The weekend before, I went to see Robbie Williams in concert and it was so freaking cool. I love him. When I was younger, my father gave me an MP3 player to like listen to music on the way to school because I used to go to school by myself when I was really young. So he gave me one and I was like, what is this? And he explained it to me and he said like, I think he put 2 albums on there. It was like Queen's Greatest Hits and Robbie Williams' Greatest Hits. So that's like all I listened to as a kid. Anyway, we went to the concert and it was amazing. I went with my friend Anushka because she's a huge fan and she gets it. So freaking fun that she gets it because I love going to a concert with someone that actually really appreciates it. And we got amazing tickets, you guys. And it was so funny because here's a story for you. I went to the box office to collect my tickets and the lady was so rude. Wait, I have to start this from the beginning. We're looking for the box office for ages. We're talking to all the, what are they called? Stewards? I don't even know. You know the guys who are wearing like all the high-vis vests that tell you where to go? We asked like 5 of them because we were really lost. So we go, we ask, and everyone's so nice to us, giving us amazing directions, telling us to have a good time. We get to the box office. There's like a main area and there's like a guest list area. And the guest list area had no queue and it was right in front of us. So I just said, oh, let's try here because I'm not sure which side we're supposed to be on, really. We walk up to the lady and I explain, I'm so, this like, I'll tell you how I said it to her. I was like, hey, we're just here to collect our tickets. I'm not really sure which side we're supposed to be on. I don't know if we're guest list. Could you possibly check my name? And I gave her my name. And she genuinely, this was so weird. I've never had this before. She looked me and my friend up and down, looked at us. She looked back at our faces and burst out laughing. She was behind one of those like little boxes with the glass, and then so she has to talk into a mic and it comes out the speaker on our end. And she laughed so loudly that it made the mic go funny. You know when you like blow into a microphone and it makes that funny noise? That happened and I went, what? Like I said that. I went, what? Because I was so confused as to what was going on. She went, how do you not know if you're on guest list or not? I said, oh, I'm just not sure. Like my friend, the guy just said to collect them at the box office. I don't know. And I fully said to her, I gave her the option. I said, I can go into the main queue if you want. I can go there. Because I looked over, there wasn't a queue anymore. So I thought, I'll just walk over there. And she like laughed again. And she was like, okay. I mean, like just giggling at us. I thought, how strange. She was being so unnecessarily rude. And we are not confrontational people, both of us, me and Anushka. So we were just like not getting involved. We just stood there really awkwardly and shy. And she was like, all right, I'll check. Like laughing. And so she looks at the guest list name. Lo and behold, there's my frickin' name. And she goes, oh, yeah, here it is. Pulls out my tickets. And after that, she was so sweet, amazing, nice. And I thought, that is so strange, no? You're laughing at us and being not the nicest because you think we're not on guest list. And then as soon as we are, you find out that we actually are on guest list. You're suddenly really nice to us. I don't know, it was just so strange. It was just a really weird interaction. Like, I did not get that at all. And we didn't change our attitude. We fully said like, okay, thank you. And she was like, yeah, have an amazing time or something like that. And then we walked up the stairs, we walked away and we were like, was that not so weird? And we couldn't stop talking about it because we had both never seen an interaction like that before. It was so strange. So yeah, it was really cool because we got to go, we were given these like little wristbands and we got to go like in the back, like there's like a separate bar and it was like family and friends section or something. And it was really cool. But it's also quite funny. You know what, there's actually quite a few concerts that I get to, like I've been to and get to go to where I get really nice tickets. Like I get to be in the nice places like family and friends and stuff. And it's so funny because the security and stuff never really believe or think that I should be there. Like once I went to someone's concert and we got like VIP to sit, like family and friends and stuff, and the amount of times we got checked in on to be like, show me your ticket, show me your wristband, like show me your ID, like everything, because they just couldn't fathom that we were meant to be there. I don't know what it is. Is it just like the way I act, look, dress? I don't know. I'm not some like mad fangirl, you guys. I actually know the person. I'm not actually insane. I don't know. I just think it's strange. Also, Robbie had an opening act and I saw it on the thing and I was like, yeah, okay. I saw the name and it said lottery winners. And for some reason, me being a complete doofus, I just quickly skimmed that a couple days before. I didn't ever sit to think, let me Google lottery winners, because why would I Google that? Like, I know what's going to come up. It never occurred to me. I just skimmed it. And then, so that was a support act. And when the guy came on, I was so confused because for some stupid reason, I don't know, my brain just kind of went, oh yeah, so when we go in a couple of days, like, they're going to announce the lottery winners, like, who won the Euro Million. What? Why would I think that? Why, like, actually thinking about it, why would I actually have that thought process? Of course I'm not going to read the Euro Million lottery winners at the Robbie Williams concert as a support act. What am I thinking? Like, what am I actually going through? Strange girl you are, Fuzzy. Anyway, guys, Robbie is an icon. I think that he's fantastic. I adore him. And the way he came out and was like, I'm Robbie and this is my ass, and like bent over. Like, he's so funny. He's actually an icon. And then it got like really wholesome because he was talking about his family and he put pictures up of his kids on the screens and stuff while he sang the song Love My Life. I thought, oh, what a guy. And then obviously at the end he did She's the One and Angels, and both of those songs make me actually sob. So yeah. And then I when Angels came on, I actually lost it, like fell to my knees, and I was holding on to the little balcony bit because we were like front row at the balcony bit, so I like held on there. And Anushka came and joined me. We were like watching, and it was dark at this point, and so the whole stadium was lit up by all the iPhone lights, and it was just such a magical moment. And that was the last song as well. And you could see us just leaning against the balcony, leaning on each other and crying. And the guy next to us was so, like, he looked over and he thought, wow, those girls are cute. Well, I'm assuming. And he, like, took loads of photos of us, just, like, holding each other and crying and swaying. So it was super cute. And then I got him to airdrop them to us, which was so nice. He was, like, a really cute older guy, like, and he was telling us, like, he used to work for Robbie or something, and that's why he had the tickets. Guys, I've just looked, and this is not normal for me. I've been recording for about 30 minutes and I don't know if there's a lot to cut out, so I don't know how long this episode is going to be. But also my camera does this thing where it stops filming like every 20 minutes or something, or every 50, I don't even know, but I have to keep restarting it and I'm worried I'm running out of storage. So like, is it crazy if I've just looked at my notes? I have so much to talk about and tell you. Should I save it for next week and give you more next week? But I feel like I've only told you a third of what I want to tell you. Oh, but maybe this is cool because then I can come back and we can talk again. Okay, wait, I'm going to tell you a couple more things. So, the next day after Robbie, I went to the Devonshire. If you know, you know. I went there for a roast. One of my best friends. Am I allowed to say your name? I know he watches my pod every week. One of my bestest friends. I don't know, I'm getting nervous. Am I allowed to say your name? Because he's like a private person, does like social media and that kind of stuff. So I'm like, do I tell them your name? No, I won't. What should I call you? I'm going to give you a code name after Larry the lobster, because he was our buddy. Okay, so this is so funny. My friend Larry came to London and he booked the Devonshire, like a Sunday roast, which is the coolest thing ever because I love a roast. I'm obsessed with Sunday roast, and I've always wanted to try the Devonshire. He got a booking. He's incredible. So the thing is, I went insane on my birthday. I don't know if people know this or not, but I was like in the craziest depressive episode. I was like not a person. I could not function. I think I got out of bed on my birthday at 7 p.m. And that was with a lot of like someone pulling me out and being like, come on. And I actually spent my birthday like, my two best friends, Anna and Ramona, like they hovered around Portobello waiting for me to be like, okay, you can come over, because I was very much like, I don't want to see anyone, I don't want a birthday, it's not happening, pretend it's not happening. I was actually miserable and like not okay, and I was supposed to go and see Larry around my birthday time to go for a Sunday roast at one of my favorite restaurants, and I had a huge breakdown on the way there that I didn't make it, and I was heartbroken. It really like, I was so mad at myself. I was so upset. I like didn't think I was ever going to forgive myself for that. And it actually made things a lot worse, and it made things really difficult for me because it made me really despise myself. Not the point of any of this anyway. You know, look at me. I can't stop yapping. Am I talking too fast? I sound like I'm on frickin' drugs or something, guys. I promise I'm not. The most I've taken right now is the painkillers because I'm on my period and it hurts. Guys, I'm scared. I sound crackers. Not the point. Guys, get to the story. Why am I telling you to get to the story? Fuzz, get to the story. Anyway, Larry is the coolest person ever. Love you, Larry. And I miss you. So call me. Or text me. I don't think you like phone calls that much. Larry books the Devonshire as like a redemption meal for my birthday. And I know what you're thinking. What are you talking about? Your birthday was in February and you're having a summer roast. Guys, that's not the point of it. I got to go for my birthday roast and it was incredible. The Devonshire, I'm holding the mic with two hands here and I'm looking straight into the camera. I'm looking into your soul. The Devonshire is fantastic. 11 out of 10. There, I said it. I think it competes with Blacklock, which is my favourite place to have a roast. It was just stunning. It was actually stunning. I was so satisfied. I had the best time as well. It was so funny. Me and Larry just like, we sat there, listened to the tables next to us having a yap, and the things that we got to overhear were just so nuts, but it made it hilarious. Oh, and oh my god, sorry. The starters were, we got these really amazing ribs and scallops with bacon. Oh, the sauce on the scallops, I have no idea what it was, but gosh, I could drink that. I wanted to get a straw and actually just drink like a whole bowl of it. But the roast itself was amazing. The gravy, whoa, phenomenal. Fantastic. And then we shared a sticky toffee pudding, and that was the best one I've ever had in my life. And when you order it, they ask you if you want it with ice cream, custard or cream. I said custard, so we had custard. And it just was amazing. It was amazing. Best day ever. Come on, Larry, come back to London, let's hang out. Love you, miss you. Speaking of pubs, actually, me and Ramona went to a pub like a week ago, and we walked in, she goes to the bar, she orders like a Guinness or something, they ask for her ID, and then they say to me like, we need to see your ID too. I was about to order, but I hadn't yet. And I was looking in my handbag and I said, oh, I don't think I have it actually. I do get ID'd every now and then, but it's been happening a lot recently. Do I just suddenly look younger? Oh my goodness, I've been using skincare recently. Uses skincare for 2 weeks, thinks I suddenly look 17. But also, that's the thing, I'm clearly not 17, right? Like, there is no way that they think that I'm actually 17 or younger. And the guy is like, do you have any other way to prove your ID? I was like, your age or something. I don't know, he said something like that. And I was like, no, I literally forgot my passport at home. Don't start, you guys. I take my passport everywhere. I don't have a driver's license. I did get one of those permit ones. I lost it when I was like 18. I don't want to talk about it. So difficult to get another one. Anyway, and I looked and I was like, I don't know. I've got like loads of tattoos, I guess. Like, what? And then I thought, oh wait, but like you can have tattoos if you're under 18 or so. Like there are ways of getting them. And the guy was like, no, sorry. And then he pointed at the poster and was like, challenge 25. So then even then I was like, okay, so I look maybe 24 and younger? I don't know how it fully works, but I've been getting ID'd a lot. And the thing that went through my freaking mind, I don't know if this is insane or not, I was like, how can I tell this guy that I am 18 or over? And I thought, Oh, wait, I know. You have to be 18 or older to get a boob job, right? Maybe if I just show him my boob. Or just like the scars, or like, I don't even know. But like, imagine I had done that at a pub. I'd pretty much be flashing for a drink, but I'd be paying for the drink. I didn't actually do that, guys. We left the pub and we went somewhere else where they don't ID us. And you know what's so funny is because just before that we were sitting in Jollibee and the manager comes over, he's talking to us. You know, Filipinos are wonderfully friendly. And he was saying like, just talking to us for ages, and then afterwards he goes, so how old are you guys? You look about 18, both of you? And we just looked at each other and we're like blushing. We're like, oh, look at us fresh 18-year-olds. How fun is that? But no, we are not, unfortunately. Oh, I don't want to think about my age. I'm so old. I'm actually not. That's the thing, though. I'm just dramatic. And also, some of my best friends are like 20. So, like, what do you want me to do? Of course, I'm going to feel old. And the amount of people around me who are like 22 and they're like, I'm getting so old. Like, babe, I'm going to punch you in the face. I actually think I need to leave this podcast here because listen to me. I'm actually insane. I will not stop talking, and I'm talking at the speed of light. What is going on? I'm scared. I'm going to have a manic episode. You know what I need to do? I need to have a snack, maybe a pepperami, get myself to bed. Because why am I talking like this? It's currently 3:46 in the morning. God, Fuzz, please, please. Okay, I actually wrote so much. I've got so much to tell you. I'm going to see you for the next episode. And I hope I stay in this mood. I've been unusually happy, guys. It is suspicious, isn't it? Let's catch up again next week. I can hear birds chirping outside my window. Please go to bed, Fuzz. Did I introduce you guys? Visual listeners, I've got Toothy Pig, the jelly cat, sat in my lap right now. He's adorable. He's got severe social anxiety because he's got a giant smile. And whenever I take him out in public, people are like, whoa, that's a really... I'm not going to say it. They don't say the nicest things about his face and his smile. I don't want to say that, the things in front of him. He's sensitive. You know the drill. Have a good day. Wait, I'm like stuttering because I don't want to say goodbye. I love hanging out with you guys. This is so weird. Okay. Okay. Have a good day or else. I love you. Bye.